Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Work in Progress Wednesday, we're going to be making an Ultimate Edition of Drew McIntyre. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today we have an Ultimate Edition Drew McIntyre, and really we've just got some white paint and some decals to apply. I did want to throw some fun stuff in though, so obviously this is already torso swapped. This was an Elite Drew McIntyre. I just had an extra, and I did make some minor changes. So this torso was from an Ultimate Warrior. I did have to, I heated up the arms, put those on here instead of the just tapeless ones. And then the calves, I actually took some Triple H calves to make him a little bit shorter. I feel like Drew McIntyre is a massive dude. I feel like they make his elites a hair too tall. This head sculpt specifically, I just feel like it's really tall, and with the added hair as well, he just seems way too tall. So I decided to compensate that a little bit with the shorter Triple H calves, especially with the Ultimate Edition torso, because this one specifically makes them, like, I feel like it makes them out of proportion. So I wanted to make him a little bit shorter, and he's still huge. I don't have a figure next to me that I can really use for scale, but I promise I'll pose him at the end with someone. He is a beefy dude. We are going to be making the white and gold attire. I think this was at Wrestlemania 39. I think that was 39. No. It was when he fought Gunther and Sheamus in the triple threat. So was that WrestleMania 40? No? I think it was 39. Almost. No. I don't remember now. Pretty sure it was 39, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I have wanted to make this. I was kind of surprised we haven't seen or even had like a leak of this attire coming. I would imagine we're getting a Drew McIntyre Ultimate before too long. I don't know, like, I imagine that it'll essentially just be this formula with the big Triple H torso, which I don't feel fits most people, but I think does work for Drew. I think it looks pretty good. But I don't know what attire we'd necessarily get, but I'm really, really excited. I think it's going to look sweet, especially the white attire, which we don't really get with Drew McIntyre, even though we do have that with his first Elite. But then I also picked this up. So this is from the Survivor Series Elite, I believe. It came with this head with the hair over it, which if you can see, it's the pale skin tone that they started with. So I'm either going to put a different head sculpt in here entirely and just take the hair off, or I'm going to take the hair off and paint the head in a tan color. But I wanted to have that as well, just because I do like the idea of it. I just like the pale looks not great on this head. So some minor painting decals, but we've got to make sure we pay attention to the details. And like, obviously I talk about this, you got to nail the decals when you're doing something very simple, and then just being clean with the white. But I think it's going to look rad when we're done, so let's go. Well, I don't have any white knee pads, or else I'd just swap those on, but going to add plenty of Mod Podge and plenty of sealer. I don't know why my video is upside down, but we still get the gist of it. Gonna do a few layers of the white, and I thin it out so it's not like sticky on that knee pad. And then I'm also going to like, you definitely have to use Mod Podge on knee pads, or else the decals will get like sticky and gross, even if you use a spray sealer. So keep that in mind when you apply decals to knee pads. But the decals for Drew are gonna be super easy. Clear decals, just gotta pop those right on, and they always stick pretty well. So great for beginners. All right, here we go. Here's our Ultimate Drew McIntyre. And it was a simple one, but I think it looks magnificent. Really like this white attire. Like I said, I was surprised we didn't see this or in a basic, elite, ultimate, anything. I assume we will still get a Drew McIntyre Elite or Ultimate Edition. He's been a main event guy for long enough, and especially the feud with CM Punk and everything. I would really like to see his attire from when they fought at SummerSlam with the Undertaker, like kind of greenish inspired attire. I think that would look really cool. I always assume we'll get CM Punk attires when we get those, but this one right here was fun because it's different. He had the white and gold, and I think it looks clean. Very simple decals. The paint application wasn't too bad. Vallejo white paint works a lot better than Apple Barrel white paint. It's like worlds different. So I think I put 3 layers on, and then I covered it all with Mod Podge, sealed it with my sealing spray, and here we are. I do have a couple spots I need to clean up. The left shoulder got some black on it from somewhere, and then I got some white paint on that right boot, but those are very easy touch-ups. So that is it. That's going to be everything for my Ultimate Drew McIntyre here. The second head that I had planned to use, looking up reference pictures, he did not come out in an entrance coat. He just wore his trunks. I don't even know if he was wearing a kilt, and he came out with his sword. So he didn't have that hair down look at any point. His hair was always slicked back, which is kind of more what we've seen. He did that more in NXT with his hair over his face and everything, but decided not to go with that. So I'll throw that on another Elite I think of mine. I don't know if I'm going to repaint it. I do have the NXT version of his Elite that has that pale skin tone, so I won't need a repaint for that, but that'll just be further down the line. I don't know if I'll do it or not. I'm really happy with just this look. I think it looks exactly how I envisioned, so very happy with it. Even size of the body, Drew McIntyre is gigantic, so I have no issue with this torso for him. You know, with like Triple H, it looks a little funky, I feel like, and Batista, I think it looks good because he's another big guy, but I think it comes off well for Drew, especially like the size of the head sculpt. I think it just fits the body. But if you made it all the way to the end of today's Work in Progress Wednesday, I appreciate it very much. If you ever have any questions about customizing, feel free to reach out on Instagram. I'm always open. I sometimes take a bit to respond, but as long as I see it, I'm probably gonna give it my best go to get back to you as soon as I can. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate it. And remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude